This is the second video I've done talking about this book that just come out, Time to Start Thinking, America in the Age of Descent, meaning descent going down, by the British journalist Edward Luce. Now, I've just gotten through the last three chapters. The last three chapters, America Against Itself, Why America is Becoming Less Governable. That goes into the deep divisions in the in the electorate among the American people, which I don't think I'm going to get to in this one. And then the next to last chapter, Maybe We Can't, Why Money Continues to Rule in Washington. And then the final chapter is, of course, his prognosis or his guess as to what's going to happen, which is not very optimistic for the United States. The chapter Maybe We Can't is about the constant campaign, the constant raising of money, the constant campaigning, the constant political ads, the PACs, and he says that this has really been detrimental to the system. And actually, we didn't used to have the constant campaign. He traces the constant campaign back to Jimmy Carter, when every event and every bill that was passed and everything that went on in Washington was spun a certain way as an accomplishment or as a point for your side, etc. In other words, you didn't wait 3 years until the next presidential election to start thinking, well, do I support this president or not? And in this last chapter he talks, and this is very, very cynical and dismaying, the last chapter, talks about how Obama has been governing with the lobbyists and the money, and basically Obama he's disconnected. He's basically said, Congress, you write the health care bill. Congress, you write the stimulus package. Congress, you do the healthcare. Oh, you do the Wall Street reform, and I'll sit back. And basically, the lobbyists now are in control of both the Congress in the writing of the legislation, and they're in the White House in the administration. So now, and I'm telling you this, I'm an Obama supporter. I supported Obama. And he had all this rhetoric about changing Washington, and I don't know what happened. Did he give up? Did he give up, or did he have no intention of trying to change it at all? I don't know. It's pretty hard to change an entrenched culture. And since the Citizens United decision, it's got even worse. So, Americans, you're going to get more money and more corruption and more lobbying. And, I use that word again, plutocracy. Yeah, we're going down the plutocracy road, and it's no longer a democracy, and you've got people... Oh, and let me give you an incident in the book. There's an incident, this is very telling and dismaying, is the author of this book goes to a Obama fundraiser and he gets in by a contact. He has a wealthy bundler, they call him, bundler of campaign contributions, and he goes to the thing, and the upper echelon of the Obama campaign is there, and all they talk about in this big meeting, very lavish, I guess, or I think it was a banquet, is how much money they're going to raise, and how many people are going to get to volunteer. But really, it was mostly focused on the money. Once you got the money, and then the volunteers would materialize. And what was missing in this grand event? He points out there was no talk of message. What was the message? What was the goal? What were we working for? And I'm looking at this election, and what is Obama's message? Now, he's going to say, well, the Republicans are awful? Well, I know the Republicans are awful. You don't have to tell me that. They screwed up under George Bush. They completely wrecked. They wrecked what was a functioning government under George Bush, and then they made all kinds of horrible mistakes, budgetary and foreign policy, Iraq, da 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 da. So you don't have to tell me that the Republicans are awful, and they don't know what they're doing. That's not news to me. The question is, what will we do? What are we going to try to do? And listen, as an Obama supporter, Obama's not laying out goals. He's not laying out goals, I don't think. I mean, and when I get solicitations from the Obama campaign, I don't hear we're going to do X, Y, Z. I hear the Republicans what they're going to do. Well, they're going to get rid of everything that Obama has done. Every small little incremental step that, like the Dodd-Frank, a small little incremental step which didn't go far enough, and the Obamacare, which is a small little incremental step that didn't go far enough, and they're going to get rid of all of these small little incremental things. And then they're going to roll back government, I guess, presumably, somehow. Well, so I'm looking forward to the debates to see what is going to be the big message coming out of the Obama campaign, other than we got to raise a lot of money. But this book is, is saying that America's in decline, and there's lots of other reasons besides political gridlock and racism and the huge divisions in the population and lobbying and corruption. There's other things there are in the other chapters I'll talk about later. Oh, and let me spring this. The conclusion is he sees America going down economically, technologically, just about every way you can think. And that China, he says that China is growing and will continue to grow at a very fast pace. And China's making more innovations, I believe. They're conducting aggressive foreign policy. And their economy will is projected to overtake us. So, you add all those things about our decline in education, decline in the financial position, we're way in debt. We're in debt to the Chinese, of course. Our manufacturing is being outsourced. We have no research and development. Blah, 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 blah. Let me think. What good thing? We've got good farmland. Oh, I'm joking. Wait, stop. Okay. So he's saying that our relative position, that's not just China, it's all these emerging, India, let's see, Latin America, etc. So, well, something to think about. Yeah.